I've learned a very good one, though. And I just want to know, when are you going to pay Sarah Jane back?
You can fuck off.
Well, I got asked.
You can take the round that sounds dick out of your ass.
Oh,
and you can fuck off.
I'll tell you what.
I knew it was his idea. I knew that motherfucker had to sit there and fucking plant it in your fucking head to bring shit. First of all, if she wasn't so quick and easy to go down on the cop.
I'm just surprised that she was able to find it. I mean, what did she have to do? Lift up every last inch of fat roll you got to find it?
No, because it poked out from underneath that motherfucker. Thank you very much.
Oh, all 2 centimeters. Got it.
Hey, remember, I'm 2 inches from the floor, laying on my stomach. But anyhow.
It just took a pot shot at somebody's weight.
Yes, rage. Of all people.
That's like a sperm whale calling a seal fat.
No shit. No shit.
Where the fuck do you get that? That don't happen in nature, does it?
The last time I checked, no. First, before Pickle and you go ahead and square off, you owe somebody an apology.
I ain't going nobody no damn apology.
You owe Ray an apology.
Oh, Ray shit.
You do owe Ray. You made fun of Ray's weight.
First of all, is he round? And he's one of the most known DJs in Central Illinois. So no, that was a fact.
That was a very insulting way to state a fact, but yet you still made fun of his weight.
I apologize for that state of fact.
You insinuated.
If you're gonna make fun of somebody's weight, please don't be a fucking sperm whale and tell a goddamn fucking fish that he's fat.
And here we go.
Okay, well, first of all, Pickle, you can wait a minute. I'm listening to TJ.
Second,
wait about Pickle, you can wait a minute. I'm listening to TJ. Well, that's all you got. You might as well hang up and go back to the closet, bro.
All right, anyhow, what?
Secondly, you insinuated that he was a homosexual.
No, I said homo. I never said homosexual. I said homo.
It's the same thing. It's the same damn thing. Everybody is in here saying it's the same damn thing.
Well, because you all got your heads up your asses tonight for some ungodly reason.
I can't fit my head up my ass. My ego's in the way. I'm sorry.
Anyhow, next thing.
And then third, you MF'd him.
Okay, I said motherfucker. That I will say, but does he have a kid?
Yeah, and?
And he still has sex. And he still has sex with his wife. We all know this.
That
is a fact.
Debatable,
but it is still a fact.
Why do you look like you're calculating?
He has sex with his wife, who is the mother of his child.
The boss man tell me I can talk.
Hold on, he has sex with his wife, who's the mother of his child. Which means,
did you get to film that?
We all know Ray's still going to town because we know Ray gets down like that. So technically, I am not wrong. So no, again, I will not apologize.
So you're not going to apologize for Ray, even though you triple insulted him in like 30 seconds.
I'm not apologizing for shit.
Okay, you know what? I'm not going to handle this. Pickle, he's all yours.
I'm just sitting here.
You're sitting here doing what? Do you need a name on your shirt while you're at it?
Yeah.
He needs a name. You need some crayons to go on your jacket with your helmet. What time is it? Go time! Brian the Freak.
I wake up, smell my balls.
Jason Wells.
Asshole? I'm being an asshole? I'll show you an asshole. Watch this.
Marvin the Legend Dumas.
That's my pocket pussy!
And your host, TJ Minor.
That I haven't had a beer or sex in 3 days.
Mayhem Unleashed.
Which one of you assholes just stuck his finger in my asshole?
Starts now.
What an eventful night it has been so far, and an eventful day. I'm TJ Minor. This is Mayhem Unleashed. With me is the guy who is no stranger to knee pads, Jason Kluge. And we are waiting on more of the others to arrive. Man. Dude, I started getting messages today.
Mm-hmm.
And I started getting messages about something that it's wild. I didn't even expect. And I'm excited and I'm happy. And I was like, wow, I can't believe people are actually going to do this. So the Illinois Times Best of Springfield is on again, which is awesome, right?
Of course.
They-
Why am I hearing myself?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Why are you hearing yourself?
I honestly don't know.
You know, I hear myself in my headphones. That's the way they're designed.
Well, you see, I have mine set so that I don't hear myself.
Oh.
But I was hearing an echo. But now it's gone.
Well, you probably need a little bit of an echo. Anyway, Best of Springfield Award in the Illinois Times is back. And of the categories under arts and entertainment, they have brought back the Podcast Award, which I was like, that is awesome. I was excited to hear about all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I started getting messages from multiple different people. Mayhem Unleashed is currently being wrote in as a nomination. People are writing this show in to get us on the nomination list. Dude, that is so cool.
Well, from what I understand, they only got till the end of the week to get it in there.
Well, I mean, I hope they get there.
Is the cutoff.
I hope they get there. You know, I'd love to see a nomination happen.
Yeah, it'd be great.
You know, just to get nominated would be an honor. I'd really be touched. Man, oh my God, though. Just the nomination for that award would be an honor. If we were to somehow magically come from left field and win it,
That would be
wow.
even better.
I'd be doing cartwheels in the street, man. If it was to magically happen that we got it, I'd be doing cartwheels in the street. Naked. Naked cartwheels in the street. I really would. That the listeners and the fans all jumped on board and they're like, oh, no. No. It's got to go to that show. I would seriously be doing naked cartwheels in the street.
Well, what you do in your spare time is your own business.
I'd be doing naked cartwheels right in the street in front of your house.
Well, you might end up getting arrested because it's a pretty well populated area. It's not out in the middle of nowhere like where you are.
I mean, I would pee on your car tire.
I'm
'Cause I'd be
sure
so
you
happy.
would.
No, I didn't, Fat 420. I was trying to call and let you know about this. Oh, my God. I would, Chris says, everybody wants to see me do naked cartwheels in the street. So there you go, everybody. I mean, there it is. Go to the Illinois Times. Kluge's going to put up in the chat right now the link.
I'll get it up there here in a minute.
And he's going to put that up in the chat room. But go to the Illinois Times, and we are currently a write-in. From what I understand, though, there is a very good possibility that after tomorrow, we may become an actual show on the list to be nominated for the Illinois Times Best Podcast of Springfield Award, which would be phenomenal. And if we were to win that award, I would have to pee on Tyler. Yes, actually, Tyler is still sleeping on the park bench, Fat 420. The hobos left him alone last night, though. However, the poor guy, you can go ahead and delete that out of the banners now.
Well, you didn't like it?
Don't make me remove your privileges. Anyway, Tyler is sleeping on the park bench. However, he did not get visited by hobos yet. What did happen is the squirrels and the raccoons decided to rip open the hole in his pants some more because they found a warm place to stay for the night. It was a little smelly, but they were happy to curl up in there. And it's amazing because the squirrels didn't bother him, but the raccoon woke him up. Like, I couldn't believe it. And we were notified again by the hospital there in Jacksonville. Well, I was, to let me know that he was back in again. They had to redo his stitches because a raccoon decided to make a home inside of Tyler's rectum for the night. And evidently, Susan, Jesse, Regina, Henrietta, and Summer, and Sandy are all very, very upset with Tyler for that commercial. They banded together and they had an orgy and they threw Tyler out of the house. Poor Tyler.
I am kind of retarded after all.
Kind of? I didn't know kind of was an answer. I thought it was mainly. So, Fat 420, he may need you to warm him up tonight. So, I think you're going to have to go ahead and head for Jacksonville. Fat 420, I think you're going to have to head for Jacksonville and go help keep Tyler warm. He will be ecstatic for you to be the big spoon. There you go. Kluge just put into the chat room the Illinois Times link to go in, make us a write-in to start, and when we have a category, we will post later this week. If we have a category for nomination, the nomination link to nominate the show for Best Podcast of Springfield, which would be, I'd be ecstatic. I would be ecstatic. We're up against some tough competition if we get nominated. And it'd be cool just to make it into the nominations. It really would. Win it? Oh man. Oh my God. To win it? Oh. I'd be thrilled. I would be thrilled. I would be so thrilled that I would pay for Kluge to do an amateur night at a strip joint.
Nobody wants to see that.
Your wife?
Well, she can see that in the privacy of our home.
Oh, I was waiting for you to say that she doesn't even want to see that.
Sometimes I wonder.
I would be so happy to win that award that I would set someone up on their dream date with Sage Ramsey. I would auction Sage off for a dream date. I would be so happy to win that award that I would make sure that Fat 420 has a place at Tyler's house.
That's
No, there is no line for that. Tyler would have to accept if we were to win that award, he would have to accept the new roommate of Fat 420. Oh, your wife says, why would she want to see that when she can see other girls? Tyler's complaining about his park bench being prostituted. I don't care. Deal with it. Deal with it. Fat 420 is on his way to share that park bench with you. Go ahead and say something. You'll get banned. You will go to Facebook jail. Oh, my God. Oh, he says no. He's not going to say anything. He doesn't want to go to Facebook jail.
Why would you say?
Fat 420 and Tyler on the park bench, curled up under the Sunday edition of the Springfield or of the State Journal Register to stay warm. In a romantic,
wet now. God damn it!
in a romantically engaging spooning scenario.
Put me in that position.
Then Fat 420 leans into Tyler's ear. And when Fat 420 leans into Tyler's ear, he goes, "Now, Tyler, you're the catcher."
That, or he'll just gently scratch his chin and say nicely to Tyler,
My nuts are fucking itching.
Oh, there you go. Fat 420's like, "You're written in." And spread the word, everybody. Spread the word. Get the word of the show out there. Get the word out for the Facebook page, and let's build it up. What's going on, Easy?
I want it so bad.
Well, it depends on what she looks like. I mean, let's face it. I do have standards. I do have standards.
mm-hmm.
By God, I have very great standards that must be reached. Among those standards is, if she looks at me and she says, "TJ, I want to sleep with you for the rest of my life, but I never want to get married." That would be a great, it'd be a great mark to reach. Just the, "I never want to get married." Thank you. Thank you. You have at least one part of my internal organs. Uh-oh. Let's see, what did Fat 420 say here? He'll lick his lips, caress Tyler's cheek, and whisper in his ear, "I have a baroner for you."
God damn it.
Oh, wow, listen to that. And Tyler's already wet thinking about it.
Put me in that position.
Fat 420, it sounded like an invitation to me. What do you think?
We need to.
Wow. Fat 420's got an invitation from Tyler. Got all wet, and he's asking to be put in that position. That is phenomenal. That is amazing. I love it. And Tyler's already excited, too. He's screaming for joy. See? Look at that scream of joy. An erotic pleasure at the thought of Fat 420 putting him in that position.
That makes my bunghole flood.
No, and Fat 420, or wait, Tyler's saying he wants to go hit on Steve, too. Wow, I didn't know he wanted that threesome. That's amazing. Can't believe that. You're ready to go hit on Steve and Fat 420? And yeah, Tyler's really all about taking one for the team, I guess. Good for you, man. I'm happy you're ready to go ahead and do all of that. That's awesome. You're so excited. So, evidently, Kluge is distracted now.
Sorry, I'm trying to help my wife here. She's not getting sound on her feed. She's watching it on Facebook, and
wait,
she says she's not getting sound. I was trying to make sure there wasn't something wrong with the phone.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that, you know, the way you are with your wife, it was a hand-me-down phone. The speaker's blown.
No, I bought that one specifically for her.
Oh!
Because it was in her favorite color.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So, you actually did get something for your wife.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how about that? Because I hear she always gets the hand-me-downs.
Not always.
You know, like the hand-me-down cars.
Don't start that shit.
The hand-me-down computers.
No, I bought her a computer not too long ago that she asked for.
The hand-me-down Fat 420s.
I wouldn't buy one of those for her.
So, let's get into some stuff for tonight. Just have a little bit of fun. We'll do an easy show tonight and bounce on out, and everybody can get back to their Sundays. And like Fat 420, I'm sure, is watching the races. And I know Brian's watching the race. And Steve's probably got to go drive around Milliken for, for this week's entry. Because isn't it this the week that everybody's moving into dorms and whatnot?
Most likely. So campus security is going to be on high alert for Steve.
Right. They have to be. Because we know what Steve's doing around there. Sure ain't looking for a date. Well, it's looking for a date, but one that's easily chloroformed.
Right.
I mean, my God. How people can allow that to happen. And, yeah, well, again, look, I'm a parent. I can't allow my kids to go to school in Decatur.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't. I cannot allow my children to go to school in Decatur. That's just mean.
Yeah.
I mean, what? Would you let your daughter go to school in Decatur?
No.
Oh, why not?
Because I'd have creepers like Steve checking her out all day.
How about you guys in the chat room? Would you, if you had a daughter, would you allow your daughter to go to school at Milliken? I mean, just curious. Would you allow that? Knowing that van, right there on the screen, that van could be driving around and checking out your daughters. Would you allow that to happen? Tyler says nope. EZ says no. Steve, of course, says yes. Fat 420 says it'll get you high. Your wife says no. I'm waiting. Waiting. Anybody else have a response to that? Steve says he'd absolutely send his kids to school in Decatur. I can't. You know. Okay, Steve did confirm that yes, it is freshman move-in week.
Yeah,
we know where Steve's been today.
Not surprised.
We know where Steve has been today. That just proved it. Thank you for the confirmation, because now we know what Steve is doing today. Okay. So, summer. The beauty to summer, you know, there's a lot of different things that are great about summer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Skimpier clothing, running around on the beach, vacation romances. There are some things that are not good about summer. Steve with no shirt. The races, you know, all sorts of stuff, right? So, did you realize that when the temperature elevates and it gets hotter outside, that we as human beings actually get hornier? It actually increases the sex drive, right? So, as the sex drive increases, then, of course, there's more of a pressure to find a partner that you might be able to relieve oneself with. Not on, with.
Wow. I completely forgot. I had an update to the picture of Steve's truck because he recently had a couple modifications made to it.
Oh, please allow us. Let's see.
And he got that license plate that Tyler was trying to get him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, so there you go. Creeper license plate. What does that say there?
On the side, limit 2 young kids per single female.
Single female, not necessary, right?
That's going to be the next addition to it.
Ah, okay.
2 kids or less.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm okay with little kids.
Ew. Ew. My God.
Horrible.
Now, how disgusting. I am offended. Because I'm very easily offended anyway, so.
So you're usually the one offending.
I am appalled and offended and ashamed. So anyway.
I do have something that Roy posted earlier that I thought was pretty funny.
Oh, what was that?
Hang on, I'm pulling it up now.
Well, I bet you're pulling it up right now.
Oh, yeah, it's just that exciting.
Didn't know I was so exciting for you. What the fuck?
It's a still from Jaws, but it's King Shark from Suicide Squad.
Oh, my God.
In the back there.
Oh, my God.
And I had a pretty good comment on there that he liked. It was like, Donna, 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 nom nom.
Tyler says that he is joining a convent.
Too bad that you're not female.
Well, I'm sure while they're on the park bench tonight, Fat 420 will help him out with that. Wait, doesn't know, it is the United States. And it is a different culture these days. I mean, all he's got to do really is show up and say he identifies as female, and then he'll be admitted, right?
No, maybe.
Ah, fucking wet now. God damn it.
Well, see, there you go. Right there.
I mean, he's already getting wet. I mean, down there. I mean,
Well, I mean, let's face it. You know, once he shows his chili powder fetish, though, they'll boot him right back out. All right. So, you know, obviously, as you're getting hot and bothered and things are going well in the summer, there are certain times where you need to do things that do not require physical contact because, you know, it's hot, it's sweaty, and, you know, what if the air conditioning goes out? Do you really want to be rolling around in a puddle of your own sweat?
no, not really.
I mean, that's, you know, I mean, Tyler would think that's lubricant, but the rest of us would just think it's gross.
It's all organic.
See what I mean? So we have a list here of different things that can be done to go ahead and enjoy each other without having to physically contact each other. Okay.
Okay.
First one they advise is to play a game. You know, playing like a sex game. And there's a bunch of them to choose. They actually have sex board games. There's a bunch to choose from. And then they've got a bunch of them online as well. And, you know, they could add some kink to your day, like, you know, well, hopefully nothing doing with a chicken.
Is one of them slide the fake penis into Tyler?
Might be.
Put me in that position.
It might be.
I heard that's his favorite.
That
Next
makes
one
my
they say is,
bunghole flood.
you know, and this works for me as well, you know, because I'm always on the road. Try phone sex. Not just for distant lovers. You can get frisky over the phone. And your partner doesn't need to know that you have feet in an ice bath while you're chatting.
Okay.
And it adds a little bit of mystery to what your partner's really doing.
I plead the fifth on that.
Try mutual masturbation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where you're laying on the bed or the couch or the park bench or wherever you're at, and you're facing each other.
Or spooning each other.
Or, well, you're not touching. You're not touching, so you're facing each other. And you start talking dirty to each other and just pleasure yourself.
Or you could pleasure each other.
Or you could pleasure each other. But it's kind of limited contact or none, all right?
Okay.
You could watch porn together. You ever had a partner where you watched porn with her?
Every now and then.
Not your wife now.
Previous, yeah.
Okay. I had one that was all she wouldn't do anything unless I turned porn on. She was like all about it. Got to watch porn.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. That was her whole thing. She had to watch porn to get turned on. I'm like, what are we doing? What does Fat 420 put up here? Tyler calls 1-800-fuck-a-cluck for his phone eggs or his phone sex.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, we know that. Fat 420, he's going to be calling you too. Take some sexy pics and send them to your partner.
Yeah, I have heard that Tyler likes to play music.
Well, I'm sure he does.
In the bedroom. In fact,
I'm sure he
I've
does.
even got a copy of what he likes to play.
And what is that?
Well, it's not Jesse's Girl, because I know
There's
how much you're attached to that song. Yeah, it's this one.
How did I guess? Oh, Lord. So there you go, Fat 420. Do this with the girl you're interested in. Take some sexy pics and send it to her. Not from your shower.
Yeah, don't shit in her shower either.
Don't take pictures from your shower and send it to her. And my God, whatever you do, do not shit in her shower. And of course, probably the most important one, experiment with sex toys. Fat 420, you could do this with Tyler. He'd be happy. Experiment with some sex toys, vibrating cock ring. Of course.
On that.
And show each other that nothing is off limits.
Yeah, I'm fucking pigs. I'm fucking cows. I'm fucking bacon. I'm fucking
Not
chickens, I'm
like
fucking
that.
goats, I'm fucking, everything.
Not like that.
Well, you said nothing was off limits. I mean, Tyler.
Look, nobody wants to go in and fuck the farm.
No, Tyler does.
Well, I can't help the fact that Tyler is almost as weird as Steve. Tyler's trying to bang the farm. Steve's running around Milliken. I'm just happy that I finally got my yard mowed. So my front yard wasn't too bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess this is a story I should tell. My front yard at my house was not. Yeah, I should have had Rage out here eating it, but front yard wasn't that bad to mow. There was a lot of trimming in, and I hadn't touched it in about a month. Okay, but lawnmower got it started up, went right through it, no problem. Whatever. It is what it is. Then I got around the side of the house, and I took care of that. Then I went into the backyard. I have not mowed the backyard at my house since the first weekend of May. I had grass and weeds and stuff in there that was as tall as my shoulders. So there was grass in there that was 5'5", 5'6". And I started with the weed eater, and I got as much as I could knock down with the weed eater until I'm just sweating bullets. I said, that's it. And I brought the lawnmower around, and I forced that old lawnmower of mine, my old push mower, just to get through it as quick as it could. And again, both the weed eater and the lawnmower did a phenomenal job. And now I have a yard again. I think I even found a car.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, my God. I did find my boat. Like, wow, I've been looking for that. I wondered where it went. Oh, yeah, it's in the yard. It was under all this grass.
Oh, God.
How about that? My boat's still here. I'm happy.
Wow.
The only reason I never lost the motorhome is because it was so tall.
Oh, that makes sense.
I could have drove the Lincoln around back, though, and that car would have been lost in the yard.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I got done. First thing I did was I came in and I grabbed I should have done laundry today. But I finished up mowing and taking care of the yard and getting everything brought back up to snuff like I actually live here. And I'm like, screw it. I'll do laundry next week. I've got enough clean clothes. I can get by. I don't need to go and do laundry today. I'm done. Just flat exhausted. Mowing my yard is usually front, back, everything is usually about anywhere between, 45 minutes to an hour push mowing it, and probably about another 10 minutes to weed eat it. No, I started on the yard today at 9 a.m. I finished at noon.
Yeah, that's a pretty long time there.
And I'm like, okay, nope, it's time for me to drink and enjoy air conditioning and not do another damn thing. What I really needed out there was rage. I needed rage to be going through and eating the yard. Right. Fat 420 is absolutely right. Job for rage.
That's if he's out of the hospital yet.
Actually, I did talk to him today.
Oh, did you?
I did. He is up in the hospital with an infection. He is not out of the hospital yet. He's hoping tomorrow they'll let him go. But, yeah, he's up there with pretty bad infection, and we don't know what the prognosis is just yet. They're pumping him full of antibiotics, and, of course, I did find out that they are injecting the antibiotics anally. So, whoever
I like it. Hardcore to the point.
Whoever would like to volunteer for that job, Tyler, all you have to do is notify the local hospital, and they will be more than happy to allow you to go in and give Rage an anal injection.
Put me in that position.
Tyler wants to be put in that position. How about that? Big shocker. Oh, man. No, man. Getting the lawn taken care of this week was just, it's horrible. It was horrible. Could you imagine your yard getting that tall?
No.
Would you ever let it get that tall?
No.
Why not?
Because I just wouldn't.
Because you just wouldn't.
Right.
All right. So if you had the option of not mowing, stay in the house, stay in the air conditioning, or go outside and mow. No fine if you don't mow.
I'd still mow because I don't want to lose the house in the weeds.
That's a good point. Fat 420 said it. Steve would be more than happy to help Rage out of the hospital because Rage does like seeing, or Steve loves seeing Rage and drag. Of course, then again, Rage might like seeing Steve and drag.
Then does that make them both lesbians?
It could be. Very well could be. I mean, oh, God. Rage, Steve, both in drag in the van driving through Milliken. Ooh.
They'd be breaking the speed limit, though, because they'd be going 69 the entire way through the campus.
What a bad joke. That was a bad joke. A horrible joke.
I didn't say it was the best.
I mean, for crying out loud. Could at least put in a little effort.
Well, I had to put in as much effort as they were going to be putting in on each other.
Ew. What a... Oh, it's horrible. I hope one of these days you get the mental image of them two fornicating. Even EZ said that joke. Boo.
Okay.
That was a bad joke. And Fat 420 is going, yeah, what? That's a bad joke. Just for that joke, I hope tonight you go to sleep and your dream is you see that bus stop in front of you on your mail route. And when they open up the door while you're delivering mail, you see Steve delivering Rage the Mail, M-A-L-E.
Just as long as I don't have to watch him toss a salad.
Hey, you never know. Steve might go ass to mouth on that one.
But you never go ass to mouth.
Well, I don't know. How does Rage like it again?
How do I like it? I like it hardcore to the point.
Oh, man. So, Roy's actual page is not allowing him to log in and watch this program. However, it is allowing them to log in and watch Organized Religion.
I don't know what's going on with that then, because I checked our page settings to see if he was on like a list of banned users, and he's not. So I don't know what is going on.
I don't either. Fat420 says that Rage probably likes rim jobs.
Wouldn't surprise me.
But is it giving or receiving? I mean, which one does Rage really like?
Does it matter?
It might matter to Steve. I'm just trying to look out for Steve. It might matter to Steve.
Oh, man.
You know, what if Steve doesn't want to receive a rim job, but he's more than happy to give one?
Well, that's between him and Steve.
And then what if Rage doesn't like receiving a rim job? He wants to give them.
Well, that's between him and Steve.
I mean, what if they both like waffle stomping?
Then they can call for Fat 420.
But neither one of them wants to poop in the shower. They just want to stomp it down.
That's why they'll call Fat 420.
I mean, for crying out loud, But fact of the matter is, if they are pooping in the shower, as twisted as it is, they are kind of looking out for the environment.
No, they're really not.
Not really, they are, because they're not using as much toilet paper. So that's looking out for the trees. And then they're adding a pre-mixed fertilizer and sending it down the drain. Oh. So, in a way, it is looking out for the environment. I'm not saying that Fat 420 should be commended for ruining his plumbing. But yeah, I kind of see the looking out for the environment side. I like having trees around, Roy, because I like to hunt. I need a tree to hunt from. I'm more than happy to have more trees. Come into the forest where I live while I'm in a tree, and we'll see how far you make it. More trees, more oxygen. More oxygen, the more Steve can breathe. The more Steve can breathe, the more Steve can drive around Milliken. And look at that. Roy says he's going to stalk Tyler from a stand. Oh, he's currently stalking Tyler from a stand. Wow. That's amazing.
Put me in
No,
that
I mean-
position.
I bet Tyler's all excited about that thought too.
Ah, I'm fucking wet now. God damn it.
Yeah, see that, Roy? See what you did? You made Tyler wet. How dare you?
I plead the fifth on that.
Yeah, Tyler's not allowed to plead the fifth at all.
You bitch, why would you say
Tyler needs to, we need to get Tyler to do something great.
What's that?
I haven't decided yet. But he needs to do something great, something funny, something fun, something that will not get him put in jail, but could get him close, other than broadcasting from outside of his apartment, because he seems to almost wind up in jail there all the time.
License and registration? Chicken fucker?
God. So, how many people that are listening and watching and paying attention tonight, how many people like masturbating? Why are you leaning away from your microphone? Are you trying not to admit something?
I'm not saying a damn thing. I'm not really leaning away from the microphone. I'm just leaning in my chair.
Well, I mean, I'm serious. All right, so do you enjoy masturbating?
No, not really.
No? Well, why not?
Why should I do that when I have my wife right here who wants it anytime?
Okay, you're still in the honeymoon phase. You don't count.
We've been together almost 10 years.
Okay, so you're feeding her good drugs.
Well, Tyler is my source for him.
Hey, you know where I can get some good drugs?
So, masturbating is one of those things that it's not really talked about, but for some reason, it's everybody does it. And a lot of people still think it's really taboo. Now, I will tell you firsthand, nobody wants to jack off either in jail or in a barracks.
No.
I mean, especially if it's open bay barracks. Unless your name is Roy. Roy would be more than happy to jack off in an open bay barracks because he's like, no, I got to get off.
Or Tyler.
I plead the fifth on that.
Well, I believe Tyler would, yeah. Tyler's more interested in jacking off in jail.
That and using his penis pump.
I'm getting a penis pump.
That's true. So, a lot of outdated ideas. So there was a survey done as part of International Equal Masturbation Day to symbolize the gap between the genders when it comes to masturbating. And they surveyed the sex toy brand Womanizer surveyed 14,500 people about their attitudes towards masturbating compared to last year. Men are found to be masturbating more than women by around 2.5 times. Big shock.
Only 2.5?
Only 2.5.
Got to get those numbers up. Got to pump those numbers up.
Yeah, I bet you're pumping it up. However, the results show that women are experiencing self-pleasure a little bit more than last year, and it reveals that the age-old thoughts about the gendered issue have not shifted very much. 39% of people believe that masturbation is more accepted among men. Well, fucking duh. No, God. Roy's saying he's jacking off in the 5-ton tow truck in the motor pool. Good Lord. All right. Hap believe that this is down due to pop culture, which normalizes the act more for men than it does for women. It's also widely believed by those surveyed that men speak about masturbating more than women do, likely because for men it's more socially acceptable. A third of people surveyed believe that women masturbating is tainted with shame. And so that explains why men are getting more solo time than women.
I plead the fifth on that.
Nobody believes that masturbating is properly covered in sex ed. And awkwardness around the subject as a youngin', as a youthful individual, can actually sway how much you do it as an adult. Any thoughts on that?
I love rubber duckies. I rub them on my penis.
No, I want your thoughts on that, not Given's.
Well, I was just giving you an objective point of view there.
Oh.
Oh, man.
It also says that women need assistance to reach orgasm, tapping into conversation around the orgasm gap. Progress is being made, but it is still affecting women's solo sex life.
So are you saying that they're just waiting for somebody to come in and say, it looks like you could use a hand? Like Jim in American Pie?
Might be waiting for Jim the photographer to go, hey, you want to add one?
Hey, it looks like there's room for more.
Yeah, right. Good God.
Let me add those panties to my stocking. Yeah.
Now, here's a good one, though. According to the survey, evidently sex toys pose a threat to men's masculinity, according to the survey.
Well, we know Tyler's does because we've seen that one multiple times.
Well, you know, he needed that one, though.
Well, yeah, but the fried chicken, I mean, I can't imagine that's good for the skin of the penis, you know?
Well, you know, what do you do?
I don't know what he does, and I don't care to know.
That's great. I mean, I'm glad you don't know what he does because he's going to spend a week at your house.
Like hell he is.
He is going to
call.
See, even he disagrees on that.
Him and Fat 420 are going to share your couch.
Don't put me in that position.
Mm-mm.
You know, it's starting to get cold outside. You are you going to tell me with the two of them sleeping on a park bench, you would make them stay outside and freeze? You heartless bastard.
I know I am.
I mean, Tyler could even pay rent. And Fat 420 could help out your shower plumbing.
No.
Well,
See, my wife agrees.
That's a hell of a thing to say about Tyler.
I think she was referring to Fat 420.
Let's say that's very rude to say about Tyler. My God.
You bitch, why would you say
All
Okay,
right.
Tyler, can't have you talking to my wife that way. Come on.
So, have you ever sat on a toilet?
I think I have multiple times throughout my life. Yeah.
All right. So, have you ever felt the necessity to double check the bowl before you sit down?
On occasion, because I've got kids, and sometimes one of them forgets to flush beforehand.
Okay. So, you'll check. Have you ever found anything in there that probably shouldn't be there?
Not that I can think of, no.
Well, there was an Austrian man in the city of Graz who went into his bathroom, sat down, prepared to do his business, didn't check the bowl before he sat down because I guess he had like a fat 420 turd waiting. And when he sat down, all of a sudden, he felt a pinch on his ball sack.
A pinch.
He felt a pinch. Got himself a little more than he bargained for when he sat down. Because when he felt the pinch, of course, he immediately evacuated his bowels. Then leaped up before wiping.
Mm-hmm.
And he found in his toilet a 5-foot albino python. Evidently, the snake was very upset to be shat upon.
I would bet. I mean,
and as a way to retaliate,
for him not to notice that, I mean, I'm surprised that didn't come out of his ass.
and to retaliate, the snake bit the man on the genitals, causing him to be rushed to the hospital and treated for minor injuries. Mainly, the guy just walked away with little more than a shock and a story to tell. The snake was kept and returned to its owner, who was his next door neighbor in the apartment complex.
I'll say, Tyler, was that you?
I think I pissed him out.
Yeah, figures.
The medics did confirm that the python was not poisonous. I gotta give Fat 420 credit right there.
He finally found a way to justify his
He finally found a way to justify it other than saving toilet paper. It's not a valid excuse to get bit in the balls by a python, really? Why don't you do something like stick your balls in your machine at work?
Put me in that position.
So the guy next door evidently keeps a total of 11 non-venomous snakes and a gecko. And this one python just happens to be the Houdini of the group and found a nice, cool place to go stash himself until Until the attack of the dropping turd. Yeah, there's one gecko. The gecko's actually responsible for the insurance of all the other reptiles. Police said that the snake owner has been referred to prosecutors for neglect or negligent bodily harm, and animal services were alerted to the presence of a large number of potentially dangerous snakes at his address.
That were pissed off because they're covered in shit.
Well, one was very upset that he got shat upon. So there you go. Austria finally hits the list of, hey, we're stupid, by the guy getting bit in the balls by a python. And Fat 420. Fat 420 finally has an excuse to waffle stop.
That's what I call
He does not want to have his balls bitten by a real snake.
Put me in that position.
Tyler, on the other hand, would be more than happy to have his balls bitten by a snake.
I plead the fifth on that.
Dude, you know what? I might take a rat snake and just go. I'm sure there's a Florida man somewhere who read that story and is like, here, hold my meth. Yeah, probably. Take a rat snake and go put it in Tyler's toilet. Bet you he'll start waffle stomping then. Oh, my God. That is hilarious. And our final one for tonight comes from Britain.
Okay.
There's a woman who got a shock because she found a handwritten note underneath her car's windshield wiper. And the note was rather graphic.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to read the note. Alex Taylor decided that she was rather upset with this note. The note says, we would be much appreciated if you could at least shut your blinds when walking around your house naked. My kids do not and would not like to see your ass out on the show. Much appreciated, your neighbors. Evidently, the woman from Chelmsford, Essex, decided that she liked to walk around with the windows visible. She did not lock her doors and turn off her lights wearing a t-shirt over a pair of French panties at around 10:30 at night. Found the note at 8:30 the next morning. Alex, being the mother of two and a car sales manager, said the note was bizarre and admitted she often walks around wearing even less. She was quoted as saying, that they're lucky that they caught her covered up on this occasion. She's very comfortable in her own skin and has no problem with the way she looks. The note was basically insinuating that she needed to be in a onesie, which of course she refused. And she said to the neighbors that it's her house, her rules, and they will absolutely not stop her from walking around her own home in her underwear and a t-shirt.
And then she proceeded to tell him to quit staring in the back window.
She's not sure what the upbringing is to think about the issue and why anybody would think it would be okay for somebody to look into her home and tell her how to dress. And her thoughts on it was she must have a nice ass because evidently this woman's husband was clearly caught getting a look. Another woman wrote, t-shirt and underwear, you see more human flesh on the damn beach. Alex has been quoted now as saying she feels even more validated by the girls that have shown their support, and some of the comments have cracked her up. All we've gotten is a face picture, and, you know, she's cute. She was also quoted as seeing a van with an odd license plate from Illinois in front of her house. And evidently on the side of the van, there was something about kids.
Really?
Yeah.
Did she get a good picture of the van by any chance?
I think she sent it in.
Okay, let me check my inbox here and make sure I found that.
I think she did send in a picture of that van.
Okay.
Have you found it yet?
Yes, I just found it. Let me
Can we please see the picture of this van?
Sure. And we even have a picture of the driver inside the van, which is
it how disturbing.
Yeah.
How disturbing. It's horrible that somebody would see that in front of their house. Oh my God. Free candy. It's horrible. Limit 2 young kids per single female. Oh no. Oh no. Somebody catch that man. Somebody catch that creeper and throw him in a jail cell. That's horrible.
You see, you'd think the license plate would give it all away too. I mean,
I know, right?
CREEPR. Got to get a hold of somebody at Secretary of State and see who that is.
Yeah, absolutely. Somebody contact the Secretary of State. Let's get this figured out. That is horrible.
Let's get this perv off the road.
Yep. I think that pervert was named Tyler. What an ugly, ugly, ugly thing to do. Go driving around just so you could see this woman naked in her house.
Plead the fifth on that.
Yeah, see how Tyler is? He's just checking it out. How horrible. Cannot believe that. Why would anybody do that? Oh.
Shameful.
For shame. The horror.
Wow.
Tyler says, nope, no chickens involved. He's not interested. Just terrible. But no, so yeah, the neighbors saw her walking around in her house in very little. And
Well, she
decided
was
to leave a note.
She was getting ready to prepare a chicken dinner. That's why Tyler was.
Oh, is that what it was?
The window. Yeah.
So she was in negligee preparing a chicken dinner, and Tyler was licking the window.
Yep.
That explains it. And that is a jizz-free chicken. That explains it. Oh, man.
See, even he said, okay, now I'm interested.
Yeah. See, look at that. Don't you have a job to do? I don't have a picture of the woman. I wish I had a picture of her walking around in what she was wearing. I mean, that would be one to share, but I do not have a picture of her. So, coming up at the end of this month, Roy has his orgy in Black River Falls, where he's been to church twice a week for all this time, and now he's going to ruin it. Oh, God. Fat 420 decided to send a picture to share. Okay. It is perfect for Tyler.
I'm fucking wet now. God damn it.
Go figure.
I don't care which hole it is. I don't care if it's the baby factory or the fudge factory. If that shot works, I'm going to put it in her rear like a flaming sword.
Of course he's going to say something like that. So here we go, starting this week. This week, we've got the big one. Everybody, the Mayhem Unleashed in the nomination running for the Best of Springfield podcast in the Illinois Times.
Mm-hmm.
That, man, again, I would love to see us get at least nominated. Wrestling for a Cure is on the nomination list. Also, for the best local nonprofit organization.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely want to get them going too. So Illinois Time, go to the link that Jason is going to provide one more time. Go to the link and write in until we are validated for the nomination. Mayhem Unleashed podcast, and help us get nominated to get this going and spread the word of the show. Build up the numbers, guys, because the more people listening, the more people that are enjoying it, the better chance we have.
I also found out that my sister is in one of the categories too for best local bartender.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Your sister?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is she hot?
I don't think of my sisters in that manner. I mean, you might find her attractive, but...
Well, I mean, what's she look like?
About 5'3", skinny, blonde.
Over a B?
Don't really pay attention.
I mean, my God, what bar does she work at?
It's a restaurant, actually. Lukinnan's on 4th.
Oh, okay.
Downtown.
Yeah, I might have to go in and drool. I mean, visit.
I'm sure you would.
Of course, I mean, Roy's all about dog food, lady.
Well, that's nothing new.
Right. What do you do? Man, I've had everything tonight that I had lined up. Could be interesting. The big one, of course, is the Illinois Times. It's great to see that the podcast award is back.
That's a big no, Fat 420.
Fat 420 wants to know if your sister is into waffle stomping.
Like I said, that's a big no.
Oh, man. Hey, one up for me. All right, there you go. Illinois Times. The 2nd Street app.com. And this goes into the category under arts and entertainment. Best local podcast. Till we've got everything validated, write Mayhem Unleashed in. Fat 420 says, are you sure?
I'm pretty certain that she would have said something.
You're pretty sure she would have told you if she was into waffle stomping?
I would have heard it from somewhere by now.
Jason, what's your final thoughts tonight?
My final thoughts. Well, definitely want to reiterate that people need to vote for that Illinois Times nomination. Again, I'm quite certain my sister is not into waffle stomping. However, feel free to vote for her when you start voting on all your categories on the nomination. You'll recognize her by the last name.
Smith?
No.
DeWitt?
No.
Oh, so she's not related to Tyler too, huh?
No.
Because sometimes I do wonder if you guys are related in some way. Go to the link, Roy, that has been put in the chat room, the Illinois Times link that's right there above you, and you can vote there. All you got to do is include your email, and you can vote. Write in Mayhem Unleashed, and that gets your vote in. And they count votes from all over.
Yeah, all you have to do is enter your email address. They don't ask where you live. So
I want to thank everybody that's already nominated us for this award. Fat 420's final thought is Tyler is secretly liking spooning. He's in denial about spooning with Fat 420. Of course you're going to be difficult.
I'll send it to him.
All right. I want to thank everybody for the nominations that we've gotten to this point. And just, I was really touched when I heard about it. Not like that.
I didn't say a damn thing.
You were thinking it, so I'm just going to beat you to the punch now. I want it so bad. I was very, very ecstatic for that. In the meantime, we will see you Friday night. Everybody have a good work week, and I will talk to you then. This has been your Sunday night edition of Mayhem Unleashed. I'm TJ Miner. Have a good week. Good night.
I love rubber duckies. I rub them on my penis.